Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today, I wanted to show you guys a few things, and sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. So I'm gonna show you guys several things today. So basically, today and there is an interesting weather pattern going on. I'll get to that here in a little bit. Today I just wanted to go over what we got today. We got thunderstorm risks for Florida and Carolinas and north into Virginia and farther. And then we got a small marginal risk for very far south Texas. That marginal risk holds a risk for brief tornado or two and some wind. Now, if any thunderstorms develop this afternoon, possibly across Texas, is likely to see some supercell development, maybe a couple isolated supercells. And even in the Carolinas could see an isolated severe storm. We see some development, not too much. It's just some cells forming up and some wind gusts could be possible, some of those cells. Now, if we go down to Texas, we just got some light showers right now. Although, if we go to Futurecast, we've got Futurecast on here, we could see some development of supercells and just widespread storms even. As early as 6, some storms working in from northern Mexico, and then in northern Mexico you could see some storms. Now, mainly in South Texas is where we'll see the biggest storms. A lot of them appear to be lightning producers, big lightning producers, as they eventually move off and weaken in the ocean. Now, we've got more to talk about than just that, because actually, on Thursday and Friday, a severe weather event is quite likely. And even Saturday, it's a possibility, although there is no risk outlook right now. So we got Thursday, 15% chance for northern Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. All severe risks, I'd say, would be possible. It's going to be a big front, kind of low pressure system coming out. It's going to form up kind of in the central United States, where it's going to reach its maximum strength as far as severe weather strength. It's going to eventually drift north into Canada, producing a lot of wind and rain, I'd say, for Minnesota, Wisconsin. If you guys live up in that area, I wouldn't worry too much about severe weather. I'll get more into what it's going to do in the future in a minute. So it's going to produce, I'd say, some supercells will be possible with this, and the environment will deep layer shear in the area, and just perfect environment for supercells. And the deep layer shear could be favorable for tornadoes in this area. So we don't know yet if it's going to be an outbreak or anything, but it's definitely going to be some tornadoes if any of those supercells form up. Tornadoes will be a likely possibility with these supercells. So if you're in that area, don't be scared, but just be ready for whatever may come. And then in Texas and Oklahoma, again, this can go down to South Texas and into Oklahoma, and even in parts of North Texas. Again, this is not on Thursday, this is on Friday. So that's November 4th. Once again, this all severe hazards are possible. It's going to be a lot of heavy rain as well in a lot of the areas. So, and then, it's actually, as far as the rest of this week, before we get to the big severe weather, it's pretty much just a calm before the storm. Besides in far south Texas, where some severe storms may be possible late tonight, by the way. I didn't mention that. It's going to be late tonight, whenever it happens, mainly. So, it's kind of the calm before the storm. A few thunderstorms possible in the Pacific Northwest, and then South Texas again tomorrow, and eastern North Carolina, up to New Jersey, and maybe small part of very far south New York. It's going to be possible for some thunderstorms. No severe weather, no thunderstorms forecast for Wednesday. But that's more of the calm before the storm, before we get the Thursday and Friday, and maybe even in Saturday, severe weather threat. So basically, the environment will be very favorable for tornadoes over that area. So if those supercells can form, and if the timing of all the conditions line up, then tornadoes will be a likely possibility. So remember, just be prepared for severe weather. As far as today, goes. Carolinas, Virginia, into southern Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York even could see some rain. And then, of course, like I said, Texas, far south Texas could see some severe weather today. Now, this is what we are interested in right here. So we get some snow in Arizona, New Mexico, a little bit, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, South Dakota, Montana, Idaho, and all those places up there, maybe a little bit in Washington at some point, but that has nothing to do with this system. This system is just going to fire off big time. And it's going to be big system going to fire off. I'd say severe weather would be likely in a good deal of Texas, Oklahoma, and parts of Kansas, even into Missouri and Iowa and Arkansas, maybe Louisiana. At some point, it could be possible. Don't hold me at it. But if that system can maintain strength, then there may be severe weather in that area. So just keep an eye on it if you live in those states. But if you're in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, yeah, severe weather is going to be likely, I would say. With the way this system's blowing up, tornadoes will be a pretty good hazard with this one. Like I said, all hazards will be possible. This one will be a big wind gust producer too, I would think. Like I did say, this could go into Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, even Mississippi some. Minnesota, Wisconsin, and into Michigan is where it's going to kind of march up to. It's going to be a big rain producer and heavy wind producer. And then big-time snow possible even from a totally different system for North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota. So that's where it's going to be kind of like a cold snap up there. But as far as once that gets over, there is some kind of tropical moisture development down there, as you can see in the very far corner of the map down here in the Caribbean areas. So we can see it kind of just keeps on going, and then a big old low pressure forms up, just kind of lifts to the northeast. Now, if this system was to collide with one of those big Canadian snowstorms, it would be pretty interesting, but it doesn't appear it will do that this time. Although it's possible it could do something like that in Canada. But, so if you're up in Canada, be prepared for that. And also, big snowstorm looks like in for Canada too. Ice, sleet, snow. So just be on the lookout for all that. If any more details on any big systems forming up or coming up, and I'll post another video, and I'll post another video closer to the severe weather time. And one last thing I wanted to show you will be the National Hurricane Center data for this storm here. It's right now, it's supposed to be a tropical storm. They show it could be a hurricane, although it's kind of questionable, really. This is tropical storm winds, so they are very likely within these areas. I'd say Belize probably will get tropical storm force winds unless it happens to weaken down somehow. Some models do kind of show it doing that. But if you're in that area, just be prepared for a tropical storm. I mean, it's possibly the earliest winds for a tropical storm force you could get is probably Wednesday, 8 a.m. Still about 2 days out to prepare. It's not like it's a hurricane, but still be prepared, because it can do some pretty strong winds, and you got to consider wind gusts can be higher, too, than the actual force winds. So, I'm going to probably end this video up here. I'll post another video closer to severe weather event, and if there's anything interesting happen with the hurricane or tropical storm or any new systems forming up, I'll post another video. So I'll see you guys in the next one.